Hello, guys. It's me, Mabani Kolusile, Forex Academy. It's Wednesday, the 14th, midweek reversal on some pairs and continuations on others. And then, as I'm about to make a market recap on Sunday's market analysis that I did, and hoping this will assist you on getting how the market have behaved on the analysis that we made on Sunday. And then starting with Gbp Usd, I mentioned these two equal lows that the market have created here, and I was expecting the market to take out this low, then rise to come and test this fair value gap here, and then drop, and as they start to do it. And one of my members in my channel was yesterday was trading this pair and then was making money out of this sell direction or sell movement, so I wasn't very interested in it, but nevertheless, so I know most people are getting it difficult to know how to enter the market if they have to trade into this market direction before taking the main direction that I've showed. And then on this instant, we create the low of we identify the low of previous day, when that was Friday, and then we see the New York high, and then let me identify the 14th hour candle, and then that's 12, 13, 14. Then we have this high, and then we have this low, and then this is before 14 hour, and then this is how we are going to place our Fibonacci based on the confluences that we saw. And then this is the New York low, and then this is New York high, and then the market went up, and then on Monday they consolidated between the zone and the zone, and then on the next date, that was on Tuesday, the market came to test our trading zones, which are these ones. And then once they were starting to give you an entry on the up movement, you could have taken your trade here, and then on this today's movement you have already made how many pips? Let's see. You could have been into 112 pips by now. By the way, I'm looking for the market to take out, since we have created this low and then this high. Let me see where I'll be looking for them to take out this high and then testing this fair value, and then on when you see on H4, that's where most I have placed that anticipation that the market might retrace from that zone. Then going forward with the euro, remember this is the spin move, and then this is rinse, wash, spin, and rinse. So the market behaves in that way. And then going forth with euro USD on H4. I'm expecting the market to take out these two equal highs, and as we see, the market is starting to rally towards those highs, and then I'll be expecting them to test also this zone that I made a rectangle on. And if they come to these zones, you can use this wick as your stop loss. And then the main direction on this pair, it's bearish, and then going with AUD USD. Going with AUD USD. They also took out this liquidity that was created on these lows, and then they took out that liquidity with yesterday's scandal, taking previous week lows and then rising since. And then I didn't take this trade, but nevertheless they are playing along my anticipation. It's like they are moving on my footprints. I'll be looking for a bearish move once they reach these zones, and then I'll be selling this market, guys. And then going forth with Nzd USD, yesterday I was buying this pair. I entered this market around these zones after the news that were released here, and then I could have hold that pair till today, because they even gave let me see how many pips. If my entry was here, from there to here, it's 78 pips, and then it could have been a nice trade that I didn't take. I closed my trade just before the market closed, so I just took small profit on this pair, and it was very good. As you see that they are starting to rally up to take out the liquidity that I have identified on this pair, and then I'll be looking for them to take out these two equal highs, and once they do that, I'll be looking for short a bearish move. And then going with Euro JPY, I've been trying to sell this pair, guys, for the past 2 weeks, but it seems like they have so many pairs to kill, and then I'll stay out of this pair. I will not be. On Monday they gave us that move that we're expecting, the rally up, and then test that candle, and then they drop. Then they didn't even take out this liquidity here, but they started to rally up. So I'll be just on the watch, staying on the balcony. Won't kill me, won't take my money away from me. And then going with Gbp USD, it's also the same with Gbp USD. They're starting to rally up, and I'm expecting them to take out this liquidity on the zone. Yabu. As I was saying, I'm expecting them to take out the liquidity that they have created on these zones, and then to go further and attack these stops around the zones, and then I'll be expecting them a bearish move again, continuation from the previous week's movement. And then going forth with Chef JPY. Chef JPY, I'll be staying out of this pair also. They are not dropping at all, and they are really about to kill so many pairs, and then staying out of this market or this pair will save your account. And then going with gold, yesterday I took a trade, and then I took a trade around this zone. It was within Monday open, and then I closed. I was holding 4 positions, then I had to close them around this zone because they started to range a lot, but I'm expecting them to rise till they get into we have 2 equal highs on an H4 that I'll be looking for the market to come and retest and take out. My system start to be slow. Okay, here we are. I'll be looking for the market to take out these highs, the liquidity on dot zones, and then come to test this fair value gap. Then I'll be looking for a bearish move from these zones. And then going with USD chef, on USD chef, I'll be looking for them to drop a little before they rise to take out the liquidity that they have created on those highs. I'll be expecting them to test at least the zone, and then as I have anticipated, they are starting to rally down to my entry zones, and then once they reach these points, I'll be looking to buy this pair, guys. And then going with the pair that I'm in now, I'm trading this pair. I took my first trade here, as you can see. Here's my trade running on, and then there's my second entry. I took my first entry here, then I went into profit. I didn't close my profit. Then when I wake up, the market has came back to test my entry zone again, so I took a trade. And if you had to take a trade here, you are supposed to take a trade on your sniper, and as I have anticipated for Monday that the market might rally down to take out this liquidity around the zones, as I was explaining on the previous video that I did, and then they will rise to take out this high, and then it will be my first take profit. And then going with USD CAT, this pair has been chopping, and then on Monday they went to take out Friday's high, and then they drop, and I was expecting them to take out this liquidity that is created here and fair value gap, and then come to test my trading zones, then rises to take out those highs that he have created. And then going with USD ZA, US dollar rand. This is also my favorite pair. I could have taken this trade while I was taking the USD JPY, but based on the confluences that the reason why I took USD JPY is because the market has already tested my zones of interest. That's the zone that I was expecting the market to come and test, and then that's why I took that trade, guys. And then with USD ZA, I had a FOMO, a fear of taking a trade, but it was a good trade if I had to take it, because they have already taken out the previous week slow with this candle, and I could have taken that trade. But also I was looking for the market to take out these 2 equal lows, that they didn't do it, so that's one of the reasons I didn't take this trade. And then dollar index. Dollar index is playing with is moving along my footprints, and then I'll be taking a trade once they have tested the zone that I've identified, and this will be work off continuation using the 50% of this candle. The market might come to test the 50%, this one being identified as Utet or spring, and then the market will bounce on the 50%, giving a test on this zone. Then they will rise. So many people I know, they were buying this pair, they're trying to take out this liquidity that is created on the zones, but then I couldn't want to say anything to them, but just to look at them, how the market will prevail to them. So all in all, I'll be waiting for the market to test the zone, then I'll be buying that pair. And then Bitcoin, guys, I told you that Bitcoin will take out those highs that they have created from the previous weeks, and then they broke onto the structure, and then I was expecting them to trade to these lows and then rise, but based on the market open with a gap, that's one of the reasons that they didn't even come to test the zone. They never wanted to give those who were selling this pair a chance to be in profit, but nevertheless, that's one of those pairs that I always look at. And then German 30, it has been consolidating for more than 8 days now. And then if I have to advise you on, if you are trading this pair, is to stay away from this pair. You won't be making any money. And then US 30, it also consolidating. They keep on doing the continuation of movement. They accumulated and they distribute, they accumulate and distribute. So if you are to trade this pair, I will tell you to stay away or stay on the balcony, guys. And then Nasdaq, I know so many people want to sell Nasdaq, guys. This pair is going to kill so many accounts. If you are to sell this pair, sell it with at your own risk. Hope you enjoy this video, guys. Hyperpad.